Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1. Check 1. Did you just cut me off? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. And there we go. Good evening, welcome to Cardiff TV. Coleman, he'll shoot and he'll score! One in the area! And it's not within Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV for this live build-up of tonight's clash between the Bluebirds and Middlesbrough. The Bluebirds heading north to the Riverside Stadium, trying to end a run of 5 games without a win in Championship play. 2 draws in that period, and of course 2 defeats coming into this evening. But that elongated break because of the cancellation of football at the weekend, and the Bluebirds, looking at the lineup for this evening, look like they've used that time wisely on the training pitch, because it's a change in personnel and also a changing in shape, seemingly, with the Bluebirds going to a back 3. So the Cardiff City starting lineup for this evening then is Ryan Alsop in goals. It looks like a back 3. for the Bluebirds of Perry and G, who we'll be hearing from in a little minute. Cedric Kipre and Jack Simpson in for just his second start in a Cardiff shirt. The wing-back roles occupied by Marlon Romeo on the right-hand side, and a returning Callum O'Dowda on the left flank. A central midfield three of Ryan Wintle alongside captain Joe Rolls and Andy Rinamotta, and two up top. So Callum Robinson comes in for his first start in a Cardiff shirt. Of course, he made that cameo appearance off the bench away at Millwall last time out after his late transfer window move from West Bromwich Albion, and he is supported this evening by Mark Harris. It's a very attacking bench as well for Steve Morrison's men. Jack Annick, the goalkeeping option. Curtis Nelson, your centre-back option, but there's also places on the bench for Niels Nkonku, who's done so well filling in at left-back in recent weeks. And then the offensive options of Jaden Philogene, Shea Ojo, Romain Sawyers, of course 2 goals for the season for him, and Ruben Colwell. So plenty of change and plenty to chew over then for the Cardiff team as they travel to Middlesbrough looking for a first win in 3 years against Chris Wilder's men. For Middlesbrough, pretty settled starting lineup for them. They've won their last 2 games at home coming into this evening. A win over Swansea and that 1-0 derby win over Sunderland last time out. Again, cancellation of football, so a little break for them. But they've got Liam Roberts filling in goals still because of the injury to Zach Steffen. A back 3 this evening, a back 3 as ever for Chris Wilder, and a little reason probably as to why Cardiff are trying to match up Middlesbrough this evening, but it's a back 3 of Paddy McNair, Dale Fry and Matt Clark from right to left. Matt Clark, a recent rival at the Riverside Stadium. Back-to-back Player of the Year wins for him at his 2 former clubs, both West Brom and Derby. They've got Isaiah Jones and Ryan Giles, of course, at wing-backs. We know Ryan Giles well. He's got off to a really hot start in his Middlesbrough career, just like he did a year ago at Cardiff. 3 assists for the season for him already from the left flank. He managed 5 assists in his first 6 games as a Bluebird a year ago. It's a central midfield three of Johnny Howson in the middle of the park, alongside Matt Crooks and Alex Mowat on loan for the year from West Bromwich Albion. And Riley McGree will play as the support striker. He's got 2 goals already for this campaign, including the winner last time out against Sunderland, playing just behind Rodrigo Muniz, who was a late window move himself, joining on loan from Fulham. Those are your starting lineups then for this evening's game. Delighted to say, live on commentary, and in just a few minutes' time I'll be joined by Darren Purse, of course, former Cardiff City captain and current manager of the club's under-21 setup. But first, let's hear from starting centre-back this evening, Perry and G.
Well, Perry, long old journey up here, but a chance to get back to winning ways, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Feel like we've been our last 2 performances haven't been good enough, so hopefully we can come here and put it right. And hopefully get the 3 points. It's
been tricky on the road, isn't it? But it's just those fine margins, really.
Yeah, exactly. I actually feel like myself, we've been playing quite well as a team. Just both boxes, we need to be much better, and hopefully we can put that right.
Middlesbrough are pretty good at home, but they have struggled a little bit this season. But a tough side, no doubt about it.
Yeah, they've made a lot of changes, a lot of good players. But we need to stand up to it, play off football and make our mark here. It's a tough ground to come to, but hopefully we can make our mark and get the 3 points.
How you boys been at the back? Obviously started so well to the season, real good defensive unit. It's had a bit of a wobble, but you guys know how much ability there is in that back line, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. We started well. A couple of clean sheets. We need to get back to that tonight. I think we've conceded a few sloppy goals off set pieces. But other than that, I think we've been solid, so yeah, hopefully get back to that tonight. You've played right across that back line, of course. Obviously, just a word for Niels, who's coming at left back. He's done really well, isn't he? Like a lot on his shoulders with JC's injury. Yeah, spot on. I think he's a very similar player to JC, so he's a good signing. He's made a good start, so hopefully he can carry that on tonight. What's it like playing here at the Riverside? It can be quite a partisan, tough crowd, can't it? Yeah, it's a nice ground, but the atmosphere can be a bit tricky at times, but we've just got to deal with that, and we'll have a good support again like we always do, so hopefully we'll put on a good performance for them. 220 odd City fans, it's a hell of a trip, isn't it? Yeah, it's a long trip, I don't blame them if they don't turn up, but they always do. So yeah, hopefully we can make it a good night for them.
They've been good on the road, haven't they, as they always are?
Yeah, ever since I've joined, they've been brilliant. I was actually shocked by how good they are. You know, they always sell out and they always make noise. So yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
Well, good luck tonight, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Nice one.
Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV. He'll shoot and he'll score! One in the area! And it's not, we did it! Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV. Welcome to live coverage of this evening's Bluebirds game away at Middlesbrough and the Riverside Stadium. I'm your commentator for the evening, Ashley Jameson. Delighted to say, alongside me for the next 90 minutes or so, former Cardiff City captain and now manager of the Under-21 setup, Darren Purse.
How's it going, Ashley? Okay. Evening, everyone.
Cardiff in a sticky patch. Fair to say, 5 games without a win now, but 2 draws in that time. They come into the game off the back of 2 defeats, that narrow defeat against Luton and a 2-0, of course, reversal away at Millwall a couple of weeks ago, but a long delay without a fixture again now because of factors off the pitch, so plenty of time for the boys to have some time on the training ground, which is not something they've had since pre-season.
No, definitely. I think the manager's taken a bit of time this week or over the last 10 days. We've been doing a lot of 11v11 work. Obviously, changes the shape that he wants to work on. So the under-21s have been in and around the first team, which has been brilliant for our young boys. But he's just been working on things, you know, just what he wants from the players, you know, from a defensive point of view, the attacking rotations that he's been working on. So hopefully it will come to fruition in the game tonight, because they've definitely been putting the hard work in on the training field. And the performances have been good. I know that obviously the results haven't quite matched the performances. I think sticking the ball in the back of the net has been our issue. I think it's been widely documented over the last few games. But I'm sure it will come good. It's been a massive overhaul which the manager's overseen over the summer, and I'm hoping over the next few weeks we pick up the results that our performances have warranted.
Just seeing that team graphic in front of you, we don't think that's right, because we think that what's been adopted and what's been worked hard on in the training ground is that versatility that we haven't had to show so far this season. And Cardiff look like they're reverting to the back three that served them so well at times last season and seems to suit a number of the Cardiff players as the two teams emerge here at the Riverside Stadium. We do think it will be a back three, so Perry and G and Cedric keeper 8 alongside that man there, Jack Simpson.
Yeah, no, it looks like obviously the work they're putting is a back three. Callum O'Dowd as a left wing back. I think he's been really bright when he's come in so far this year. He's really been bright, sparkle signings that have come in. I think what people have got to realise is there's been a massive overhaul in the squad. It's something like 17 new signings. It's unbelievable, isn't it? You know, I don't think there's a club, apart from maybe Nottingham Forest, that have had more signings over the course of the summer. But that looks like it's probably going to be a back three with obviously the back three you said, with Jack Simpson playing on the left side of the three, and then obviously the three in midfield with Rinomota, Joe Rawls and Ryan Wintle, and the 2 up top with Simpson and Sparky. So it puts 2 centre forwards on the pitch for us, which is a great advocate. You know, if we continue to put balls in the areas that we're putting balls in, the chances we're creating, two centre forwards up there might give us that opportunity to stick one in the back of the net, and who knows where it might go if we get that first goal. Yeah,
first league start for Callum Robinson, wearing 47 for Cardiff this evening. They're being supported by
Mark Harris. So a chance to get an extra body forward, Cardiff, and also Andy Runwater comes into the middle of the park to provide his energy. Now, we all know why football was cancelled at the weekend. Back here this evening, the funeral, of course, of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth will take place next Monday. Will be a public holiday. We expect the football to continue at the weekend, but this is, of course, the first opportunity for football fans up and down the country to pay their respects with a minute's silence.
We shall start on the referee's whistle. Upon the end of the silence, we then invite you to join in with the national anthem.
Of course, of slightly reworded now, national anthem of England. Living through a strange time of history, of course. I'm sure there'll be a quiz question in the future, but I think it was the England-South Africa cricket game on Saturday that had the honour of being the first televised sporting event with the new anthem. Yeah.
I was actually in the back of my head singing the old one. It's going to take a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, 70 years on the throne. It is a strange time for all concerned.